So I'm currently in the Mombasa Airbnb. Technically, I didn't Airbnb this out. The Airbnb that I did have that was in a different area, let me tell you, like, A, it wasn't like the pictures. B, it was in the hood. Okay, like it was straight ghetto. Like it was suspect. It was so suspect. The driver is like, "Are you sure this is your Airbnb? Because this is pretty rough neighborhood. It's pretty dangerous over here. You cannot leave your place at nighttime if you stay here. Just you need to be really careful. Are you sure? Should I wait for you? What do you want me to do?" I was like, "No, you need to wait. Wait. The caretaker guy that was supposed to come out to give me the key and stuff was drunk." Like this old drunkard, drunk ass man. And I was already feeling like, all these guys hanging around looking suspect as hell, like they ready to rob your ass. I was like, we gotta go, let's go. So I was trying to go on Airbnb and find another unit. Prices are all freaking outrageous because it was a weekend too. So it was a Friday when I got here. So, the driver wound up helping me find a place. We were driving around different places. He was like, I took someone to this other place, these royal apartments that are right by the Niali Center, and it's really close to the mall. I can take you there and see if they have something for you because a lot of foreigners tend to go there. But I don't know how much it costs. And I was like, okay. So he tried to make some phone calls and wind up bringing me here. The girl had a unit, which is this one I'm in, and was like, "You can give it to you for $50 a night." I'm not a negotiator, y'all. I don't really do negotiation unless it's for my salary. Other than that, I don't really negotiate. My husband takes care of that. But I am flying solo on this trip. So I was like, I'll take the $50 a night, fine. Give me the $50 a night for 2 nights because I'm flying out the next day. It doesn't even matter. I need to sleep. So I wind up getting the unit, but I also wind up changing my flight and just leaving. I'm out. Mombasa, I'm over it. Like, it was drama. I just experienced too much drama, and I was like, I'm done. The one thing I did enjoy was the train ride from Nairobi to Mombasa. It's like 8 hours. Kenya keeps talking about they're a developing country, but I don't understand how they're developing when they are already developed, like fully developed. If your electricity is on 24/7, if you have high-speed internet readily available where people can stream all the time, and your internet costs are relatively low, yes, everybody has inflation going on, and yes, you may have corruption here and there, but who doesn't have corruption, right? They have freeways, expressways, you know what I'm saying? Like healthcare, like everyone's living not everyone, but a lot of people are living a middle class lifestyle, either in their own houses, condos, apartments. There are high rises everywhere here. Let me tell you. High rises, mid rises, however we call them, these tall ass buildings with apartments in them that some people buy and some people rent out. They got that all through Nairobi. I'm not talking about Mombasa right now, I'm talking about Nairobi. So it's kind of like, to me, Kenya is developed, especially Nairobi, right? Like, that's a full-fledged city. Like, it can run circles around any small ass American city, point blank. I'm just saying. Like, I don't understand why they say they're still developing and they have Western mindset. I think the thing that's developing is a colonized mind. The people are still seeing themselves as subjugated and still seeing themselves needing to have aid and be supported and get handouts. Then if your mind is colonized, you're never going to see yourself as being able to see yourself as equal. The strange thing to me about Kenya, especially Nairobi, you have political people who are not even Black African Kenyans, but could be Indians or Arabs or wherever they come from, just because they've been there a few generations in positions of power, like mayors or governors, like Congress people, members of parliament, you know what I mean? Like, in the seats of power, controlling everything, and then they control business. So you're still subjugated, you're still colonized, And I think it's funny in Kenya that I'm sitting here asking for food, and the food is some kind of fusion between Indian and Arab food, and I'm like, where's your actual true Kenyan food? Like, I don't even care what tribe it's from. I just want some genuine food that is, part of your culture and customs. whatever tribe you with, I don't care. I just want to taste something authentic. I only had one authentic dish, and that's just because the girl was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Of course I'm sure. I don't want this watered down foolishness." I did finally get one real meal in Nairobi, and I tried something else in Mombasa, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it's different. It's different, y'all. East Africa hella different than West Africa. Like hella different. Like for real, hella different than West Africa. I could never live in East Africa. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Like me, nah. Absolutely not. You know, I need to be around people whose culture is solidified and they can't let nobody take that away from them. Period, full stop. Is not going to happen. We might allow y'all to come in here. We might do a little white worshiping, but y'all ain't never going to take our language, our culture, our customs, who we are. Nah, hell no. This is like, I need to see what the museums are like in these other countries, but right now in Kenya, all their museums have glorification of colonization, and I just find this extraordinary and bizarre. Because there were whole kingdoms here before the white man or the Arabs even came. Where is the talk on that in these national museums, right? There's some weird dynamics going on in this part of the continent, especially here in Kenya. And I feel like maybe some countries are a little bit different because of the way they got their independence and what they did, the decisions they made after independence with their colonizers and colonizer adjacent folk. So me, I'm good with Ghana. Like, I made the right choice, honey. I could never live in Kenya, South Africa. No, I won't even go back to South Africa. I've been there, one and done. No, thank you. No, thank you, honey. As long as y'all fools still running around calling yourself colored, and you have all white towns, and you still got white people being judges and shit, hell no, absolutely not. Yeah, I'm good. But you know, I think I will come back to Nairobi again because I do like Kenyan people. Like, I feel like Kenyan security services are like great people. Like, some of y'all may not agree with me. I don't care. From my experiences, they have been extraordinary. You know, like I stopped the police guys in Mombasa to have, just for help, trying to catch a tuk-tuk because they all the ones kept trying to overcharge me. And they're like, nope, this is what you do. Put your phone up because they somebody might take it, giving me all these tips. They didn't ask for any money, nothing. They were just super nice to me, helped me find my way to the Fort Jesus museum or monument, and it was good. The same when I lost my backpack at the airport in Nairobi, didn't even realize I lost it until we were halfway to the Airbnb. The tribe driver had to turn around, take me to the airport. I'm in tears because my laptop is in there and I need to work. Right? And I'm like, and I had a bunch of other stuff in there, but the biggest concern to me is my work laptop. And do you know the security people had it? They had it and everything was in it. Like, they went through it trying to find identification. I had no identification on me because I had my identification documents in my purse. But they kept it, they had it. The 2 hours it took me to come back to the airport, actually 3 hours to claim my bag, everything was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real talk. Yo, if that shit happened in Ghana, that shit gonna be gone. Or at least my laptop gonna be gone. They would snatch that shit. You know, I love my Ghanaians and everything, but the motherfuckers at the airport be acting straight up crazy. Okay, you already, you travel enough through there, you already know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, Kenya has been eye-opening, interesting, slightly confusing for me, and I thought Ethiopia was something, but this whole East Africa thing, I'm learning. I'm seeing the different cultures, and I'm learning. I'm getting firsthand knowledge. Like, I'm not watching other people's videos to determine how I feel about a place, which you shouldn't either. You should go to the place yourself. But this is my East Africa tour, basically, where I'm trying to mix business with pleasure, in a sense, where I'm trying to do something I wanted to do for years now, quite a few years now, but I'm finally at this point that I can do it. So on this particular um, tour of East Africa, I'm doing Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Tanzania. I wanted to go to Burundi and Djibouti as well, but Djibouti is really expensive and their visa process is too complex and takes too long. I can't risk sending out my passport and not getting it back in time for my trip and or having anything interrupt me being able to go back home to Ghana, right? Like, no. So I was like, absolutely not. Burundi, I couldn't get a clear answer if I could do a visa on arrival or not. You know, you contact their consulate, it's just too, like, they act like they don't know what the hell's going on. And I don't got time. I don't got time for it. But I really did want to go there. So, you know, maybe later time. But I will say about the visas, and I'm going to cut this really quickly. Maybe I'll do a whole different video about visas. The Ethiopian visa was the easiest visa to get. I got that visa in 2 hours after applying for that visa. So it says they have a 24-hour turnaround. Within 2 hours, I got approved for a visa. It's a tourist visa, one entry. For the East Africa visa, which is, you can get one visa. I did mine through Kenya. So I went through Kenya's government website, their e-citizen website, because I felt like theirs was the most straightforward process for me, and I wanted to take this order in which I traveled. So I wanted to go to Ethiopia and then go to Nairobi, or Addis and then go to Nairobi. So I did the East Africa visa, which got me entry into 3 countries, which is Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and that is considered, you're supposed to be able to have this visa for 90 days and enter multiple times. For some reason, somehow, when they actually, when they give you the visa, it's a printout. When you go through your country of entry for the first time, they put a stamp into your passport and then write down your visa details. My visa details give me my visa for 1 year, multiple entries into these various countries. And then my last visa, which was my hardest visa, Tanzania. My East Africa visa came back in 2 days. Tanzania visa is insane. They have a completely different process for Americans than what they do for every other national that has to have a visa. Americans have to get a multi-entry visa, and you have to pay the is it $100 or $120? I can't remember. I got to look back at the site, but I know it's over $100 that you have to pay for this visa. You got to answer a whole bunch of crazy ass questions, and it took a whole week to get that visa back. Now, the good thing about all these countries, all these visas can be done online, and you don't have to send your passport anywhere, but you do have to take like scans and stuff of your passport and submit that and submit the picture, all this stuff. But you don't actually have to ship your passport to the consulate closer to wherever you live at or wherever you are in the world. So I'm specifically talking to Americans. The Tanzania visa did not used to be this hard until y'all Americans went over to Tanzania acting a god dang on fool, y'all black folk, and then they changed everything and you ruined it for the rest of us coming just to visit. This is the pool at my Airbnb in Mombasa. Those things in the pool be freaking me out, but that's from the trees. It's the leaves from the trees falling in the pool. I got in this pool yesterday. It was nice. It didn't have that many leaves in there as yesterday. So someone's not coming in here cleaning it the way they're supposed to. But the breeze is super hot on this balcony. But as soon as you go inside, the breeze is flowing because I have the windows open and throughout the unit. And it's just flowing really nice. It feels super cool inside the bedroom and the living room. But I have the fan on too. I have no air conditioner on. Just the fan. The fan in the living room and the fan in the bedroom are on. I mean, you can tell this is like an older unit. You know, some retiree probably has this unit, just Airbnbs it out. The problem I had with this unit is that the stove makes some crazy ass noises like it's about to blow up when you turn it on, so I couldn't cook. The water literally comes out yellow, honey, yellow. I bullshit you not. Let's see if we can see it right now. It comes out yellow. Look, that is the color of the water. So your girl has not been using this water to do nothing. I have bottled waters that I use to wash with, drink, brush my teeth, everything. Yeah, I'm not playing the games. And this kibble and bits food that they have here, this is some kind of Mombasa snack. It looks so much like dog food. I just haven't gotten the nerve to try it yet, but I just got it, so I need to try it. But for somebody else, I am taking this trip 100% solo. So I'm a woman traveling alone in her 40s. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different vibe when you're doing it this way. But I'm a budget traveler. I'm not going to be bougie except for when I fly. That's the only time I'm going to be bougie. But okay, I'll come back again with another video in due course.